Jason Chaffetz, good morning, and thank you for your time today.
Thanks, Bill.
If Lois Lerner takes the fifth, what does that suggest?
Well, I hope she doesn't. I mean, we're just trying to get to the truth, trying to get to the honesty. I'd probably suggest that maybe she's deeply worried about something she may have done or said previously. But if we're going to fulfill what the president said, what the president encouraged all of the employees to do, and that is be open and transparent, then she wouldn't do that. But I hope she has a change of heart.
Well, her lawyer says there's an active criminal investigation. It's not appropriate. Does he have a point here?
Well, you have a constitutional right to this type of thing, but, you know, it certainly adds more flames out there. It certainly appears that there's a lot of smoke when you have somebody pleading the fifth and you're asking them just basic questions about an investigation we're doing and how the IRS acted. So it certainly doesn't look good, that's for sure.
I tell you what you have. You have a lot of players. The IRS, the Treasury, now you have the White House, and by some accounts the story's been shifting as many as 5 different versions in the past week already. What does that mean?
Well, one of the concerns, one of the things I'm going to do in the questioning here that's coming up in literally a few minutes is we had more than 75 members in the House and the Senate ask questions more than a year ago about what was happening and not happening specifically on this account. And how is it there's going to be so much attention drawn from the likes of, you know, Senator Hatch and Charles Bustani and Jim Jordan from Ohio? How is it that we can send so many letters and raise so much attention and then they just play as if, well, we didn't know. That's just, ignorance is not a great excuse, Bill.
When you have, again, back to the players, you know, what did the IRS talk about with the Treasury Department? What did they talk about together with officials at the White House? How did they decide that the story would be popped in a question with a conference with a bunch of attorneys in the, earlier this month? Now, how all this came about, how the idea was hatched, I mean, do you have many answers on that now?
Well, that's why we're having these hearings. I mean, in a very short amount of time, we have gone from, oh, this was just a low-level person or two in an Ohio field office to blossoming into a whole array of people with some very significant positions, roles, and responsibilities that evidently knew about it. And we're going to see where that trail takes us. But for an agency that would make a concerted effort to plant a question, and they have this sort of deceiving nature to them to say, oh, well, we'll plant a question and we'll do this. It really does go to the idea that maybe they haven't been so candid back for the years ago when Republicans, in large part, were asking very direct, specific questions about this activity.
One more question here from me. It has been said that Lois Lerner appeared before Congress or a congressional committee 4 times in the last year. And throughout all those appearances, either did not disclose or provide complete answers on the whole story. Now, why would that be?
Well, as Senator Hatch has said, a lot of this is done through omission, by not being candid, by not correcting the record, by not truthfully answering these questions. Look, it just begs a lot more questions. And so I hope she comes and raises her hand and answers the tough questions that are out there, but there's a lot of explaining, and we are going to get to the bottom of it.
I think what Senator Hatch's phrase was a lie by omission.
Yeah.
Do you think this was a lie?
Well, it doesn't appear to be the truth, so, you know, I'm concurring here with Senator Hatch. That's the way it appears, and we're going to pose those questions, and we want those people to answer those questions.
We'll see if she does in a matter of 10 or 15 minutes. Thank you, sir. Jason Chaffetz, Republican from